Hi, everybody. Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Paul Lisnek. It is a beautiful day, and they are back. The Les Turner ALS Foundation Walk for Life has returned. It had to go virtual last year because of the pandemic, but now in 2021, they're back. The patients, the families, the friends, their loved ones will walk to raise money for research and to eradicate this disease. This year, a special guest, Bear great Steve McMichael, who has been diagnosed with ALS. He's going to be here today to receive the Courage Award, and courage is what all of these patients have. Take a look.
ALS is a terrible, debilitating neurodegenerative disease that hinders the ability of a patient to control their movement. So essentially, patients lose their ability to walk, to speak, to breathe. It is relentless, and currently there's no effective therapeutic for this disease.
So what has brought me here is 20 years ago, my father passed away from ALS. And we were one of the original teams to participate in the ALS Walk for Life, and we've been participating every year. And with my father's passing, this is just a great way to continue his legacy and his memory, and to continue to raise money and awareness on his behalf and everyone who's currently living with ALS.
So I got associated with the Les Turner Foundation back in 2001 when my mother was diagnosed with ALS. And literally one phone call to them, and it changed how we approach everything. They really guided us on our journey through this disease with my mother. I was just enthralled with what they were able to do for her and for us. And I became involved in the foundation actually at the walk 19 years ago. This was my first walk. I got on the committee and ended up joining the board in 2007 and have never looked back.
Les Turner was my brother-in-law. And when Les came down with ALS, I believe he was 35 years old. And we knew nothing about ALS. He wanted to do for ALS families and patients in the future what was needed. We knew nothing as a family. There was no one to turn to when Les was diagnosed. We didn't know of any ALS organization.
So with the Les Turner ALS Foundation, it is not just about raising money. It is not just about raising awareness. It's about patient advocacy, patient care. And the clinic is so encompassing. We're actually known worldwide for how detailed our support goes and how individual our support goes.
Our support services staff does a phenomenal job of helping people living with ALS in their homes, people who maybe can't get out, can't get to our clinic, can't get support. And they help from everything from occupational needs, personal needs, how to prepare their homes, etc. You name it. And it's just a phenomenal support network for families and people living with ALS.
So the Les Turner Foundation has been continuously funding research at Northwestern Medicine for the last 15 years. So I think the thing that the foundation does, which is different than a lot of other foundations, is that it is persistent in its funding and its goal of feeding labs with the resources so that we can get the answers we need to solve this terrible problem. And I do hope, and I'm optimistic that we'll see a treatment that will be effective for patients over the next 10 years.
I'm really fortunate to be at Northwestern, and they have amazing doctors there that I know have partnered with Les Turner. I'm not alone, and I can go to someone and get answers, because all of this is very unknown and new.
Coming to the walk and seeing the support that they're getting, seeing that people care, that they're not alone. We were alone with Les. We didn't know who to ask questions of. They can see that they matter to us. We want these people living with ALS. We don't want to talk about people not living with ALS. We want them to know that we're helping them to have quality in their lives. We are there for them. We're going to be raising the dollars that we so need for the support services that we do for them, for equipment that we do for them, and of course for research.
Well, as you can see, this is a very powerful day, an inspirational day, a day of hope, but a day of determination. All of these people, friends, family, and patients themselves, the Walk for Life to raise money for research to eradicate this world of ALS. Let's hope that happens soon. For Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Paul Lisnek. Thanks for watching.